Okay, hello everyone, and Lara Ryan here with another IELTS Speaking live stream. So what we do in these live streams is I'll share a link with you. Some of you will come in here and join me live, and I will ask you some IELTS Speaking questions, give you feedback based on your performance. So the idea is for you to get more insight into how the IELTS Speaking test works and also see what the examiner is looking for. Now, what I'm not doing is teaching you how to improve your scores or teaching you what to do in the IELTS speaking test. This live stream is based on giving feedback to students who join me. If you haven't already completed my IELTS speaking guide, I've already shared it with you in the comments. So you can click, there's a link for YouTube and a link for Facebook. So click on that. It will bring you to the complete IELTS speaking guide. So that's just two lessons, just two video lessons that show you how to improve your scores, how the IELTS test is scored by the examiner, what to do in parts 1, 2, and 3. So everything is covered there. And then in the live stream, we're just going to focus on giving feedback and giving you more insight into how the test works. Hi, Mohammed. Good to see you here. Welcome to the lesson. So I had to change the time of the live stream this week. I have other stuff going on later in the day, so I had to change it. So I'm expecting to have fewer students than normal. However, that will give those of you who have joined me a better opportunity to participate. Hey Naomi, good to see you here too. Mohammed Iqbal Ahmed, very well, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Hopefully you're good too. Hello to you, welcome to the lesson. Hi Sukra, welcome to the lesson. Good to see you here. Good afternoon. And Naomi looks like sharing the live stream with a friend. Good. Tripti, hello to you. It's your first time here, I believe. Welcome to the lesson. Okay, so we can get started. And to do that, I need to share another link with you. So the first link I shared was for the video lessons on speaking. This link is to come and join me live here. Now, every week we work on a different part of the IELTS speaking test. Today, we're looking at IELTS speaking part 3. Next week will be part 1. The following week will be part 2, and so on and so on. It just makes sense to focus on one part in each lesson. Hey Maha, good to see you here. So for any of you who are ready to join me live, just click on the link there and you'll come into the platform. I'll get you up, ask you a few part 3 questions and give you feedback on your performance. Tripti, you're very welcome. Hello to you, sir. Azizula, hello, welcome to the lesson. Hi, Leo. Amila, oh, plenty of familiar faces here today. That's great. Hello to you, Facebook user. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're just waiting for someone to click that link and then I'll be able to get started on giving you feedback. If you're not joining me live, feel free to ask questions about my feedback or any aspect of the IELTS speaking test in relation to what I'm doing here in the live stream. So even if you're not joining me live, do participate by asking questions in the comments. Hey Christian, greeting from the Philippines. Good to see you here. Good to see you again. Hopefully you're getting on well with your IELTS prep. Hey Key, welcome to the lesson. Another Facebook user, hello to you. Hey Sad. Menato, hello to you. Welcome to the lesson as well. Okay. So Tripti has just joined me live. If you could turn on your camera there, Tripti, and we'll get you in here. Mohammed, the link is, you just have to scroll back up through the comments, you'll find it. But between this comment and your first comment, you'll find it there. So it just says link to join me live. So you just look in the comments where you wrote your question. You'll find it in the comments there. Hey, Fraskin. Good to see you again. Fraskin was in my live stream earlier. Not my live stream, my live feedback lesson earlier on. I'll share the link to join those, but I also have lessons on Zoom every week. So, as well as the live streams, you can join those. But I'll share those in a moment. Okay, so that's the link you're looking for there, Mohammed. Link to join me live. Okay, so Tripti has joined me but hasn't turned on their camera yet. So we'll just give Tripti a chance, or if someone else comes in, we'll jump in. I am from Ireland. From Ireland. Yeah. Okay, here's Tripti. You ready to go? Let's get you in. Hey, Tripti. They seem to be having some internet connections there. While we're waiting for someone to join, what I can do is I'll share my live feedback lessons with you. So this is the one that Froskin was at earlier today. So here, free live feedback lessons on Zoom. So those are my classes on Zoom. Those are free group classes, and they are for speaking, task 1 and task 2. I run those every week. Those are absolutely free, and you can use that link to sign up for them. I also have one-on-one IELTS support. So that's practice IELTS speaking tests or essay corrections. I have a writing course, and I am making very good progress through the speaking course at the moment. The speaking course, probably the middle of next week, will be ready. So if you're looking for more hands-on support from me, I'll let you know coming up. You can let me know if you're interested. You can let me know if you're interested in the course, and we can talk about that. Facebook user, you are an hour early today, I guess. I had to change the times. Yeah, I had to change the times for other work that I need to do. Okay, here's Tripti with the camera on again. Let's see if her internet connection is... Oh, she just disappeared. Okay. So in relation to this, I have changed the times, and I'm going to keep the times the way they are. I have other lessons that I'm going to be... other lessons that I'm teaching at the later time. So I had to move the live stream. Okay, Tripti, let's try again. Hey, Tripti.
Hello, sir.
Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, Tripti.
Yeah, Tripti. Very good. Where are you from?
Basically, I'm from Punjab, but right now I'm living in Meerut.
Okay. And what score do you need in speaking?
Highest.
Right. I know everybody says that. Everyone wants the highest score they can, but you'll need to aim. So like,
Think I have ability to get 8 each. I have ability if I get right lessons, right directions, right material to practice. I think I can get
but
my
what?
target score.
So the way I do it with the students on my course is I'll find out what score they need, and I'll
Okay.
help them to get that score. And when they're ready, they'll go and book the test.
All
So like
right.
let's say, for example, you need a band 7. I get you
Yeah.
to this. I get you to the point where you're ready to get a band 7, would you
Okay.
prefer to get a band 7 now or continue studying for another year and get a band 8? Like, which would be a
Oh,
better option?
yes.
So that's what you have to consider. But it's not what score you want, it's what score you need is what you have to aim for. So, you know, if you're let's say you're doing an IELTS test to go to university, they will tell you what scores they need. So have you spoken to anybody about, you know, has anybody told you what scores you need yet?
Yeah, actually, I know that if I want to go for PR, if I want to get PR, then I need 8,777 for Canada and 8 each for Australia. And
Really? It's
if I
higher
want
for
to,
Australia.
yeah, it's 8 each for Australia.
I see.
That's their requirement actually. And if I want a study visa for my higher education, then
Yeah,
probably I'll be requiring, I think, overall 7, not less than 6.5. That will be my target.
I understand. So 7 or 8. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but I want
So,
to like break the bar and I want to get maximum score. I think
of
so that
course,
I'll
of
do.
course.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that. I understand that completely. Okay. So, we're looking at part 3, and these questions are related to education. Um, let's consider different styles of teaching and learning. What method of learning works best for you?
Method of learning. Methods like what do you mean by method? Can you explain that first?
Um, method is the way in which you learn.
Just the traditional way actually. The teacher come comes to come in to class and dictate and elaborate the topic, and that face to face learning, I think that's the best method for me, as we can ask questions afterwards after the completion of a topic. If we have any doubts, we can immediately ask after the topic is over from teacher, and we can clear our doubts. So I think that's the best method for me, and I never want to go for online classes. So yeah, offline classes, face to face teaching, that's the convenient method for me. As we just come out of our comfort zone actually, when we go to a class, get ready and go to class and then learn the things, and we sit with the other students having different abilities. Sometimes they are intelligent than us, and sometimes, yeah, but we, I think
How
that's
ben- how beneficial do you think it is to group students according to their ability?
to choose students. uh, I didn't get your question, can you repeat please?
How beneficial do you think it is to group students according to their ability?
I think it's not a good idea to group students. Um, I don't think so that one should group students according. Intelligent students should sit in different class, and weak students or slow learners sit in another class. I don't find any good idea or benefit of grouping students. I think student class should consist of a range of abilities, so that even the slow learners can get ideas from intelligent students, or sometimes they are more comfortable with their peers rather than with teachers. They are reluctant to ask immediate questions from teacher. Sometimes they being apprehensive and not able to ask questions directly from teacher. Instead they feel better asking from their peers. So I think students, if class of if we group a class of same ability, right, if students all slow learners are in same class, then I think they little chance to go level up, or yeah.
And what qualities does a good teacher require?
A good teacher, first of all, teachers not motive. teacher's motive should not be just to complete the whole syllabus, or just to go in the class and she or he has to cover the whole syllabus, and focus on the of understanding of that topic, that is he or she is able to clear the doubts, or can clearly put his or her points in front of students, or that should be able to clearly elaborate any topic, so that students can learn easily, student can understand what are the topic is being taught in the class easily.
Okay.
So that's, yeah, and should be not very strict, that students, they feel anxiety, or uh, they feel very stressed, they feel nervous while asking question from teachers. So students should welcome uh, every kind of question, uh, possibly of course related to the context, but should welcome every student to ask question anytime. So should
Okay.
have a
Thank, thank you.
friendly relation with
Thank you.
students.
Thanks, Triti. You'll get that in the IELTS test as well. The examiner will stop you speaking for various reasons, and in this case, it would be your answer's too long, and it's not a problem with your answer. It's not that your answer is problematic, but they need to get through a certain number of questions. So
Okay.
your answer was relevant. It was on topic. You were giving me new information. So your answer was good, but the examiner will stop you in the test. That does happen. Okay.
Okay. So all right. So
Um,
I need to what length I can give to my answers then?
you don't need to worry about it. You just need to develop your answers the way you are. And if the examiner stops you, just stop and let them ask the next question. So
Oh,
it's not your problem. It's the examiner's problem.
okay,
So
okay. So
yeah,
I'm
just
good, huh?
answer the question. When you've finished answering it, you can stop. Or
Okay,
if you have more to say, continue and let the examiner stop you. That's fine.
all
There's
right,
no need for you to worry about that.
all right.
So for you, 3 things that you need to work on. First one is sentence stress.
Okay,
You're stressing too many words in each sentence, and that will restrict your pronunciation score. You're very clear, you're very easy to understand, each sound and each word is easy to understand, but the sentence stress, you're stressing too many words. So that's one issue. And the other issues are related to grammar. You're using the wrong prepositions from time to time. So prepositions is accuracy of prepositions is an issue,
okay,
and grammar tense actually was more at the beginning. It might have been like maybe you were just getting more comfortable with answering the questions, but in your answer to the first question, and when we were speaking together before the first question, you were using the wrong grammar tenses. So prepositions and tenses, but more prepositions was more frequent. Then in English we don't have a noun for he or she. Oh, hang on. We don't have a singular noun for an unknown gender, so we just say they. So you were talking about the teacher, you said he or she might do this and he or she might do that, but we just use the pronoun they in that situation. So
okay,
they is the pronoun to use. Your fluency is good, like very good range and level of accuracy with your vocab. Those grammar areas wouldn't be a massive concern because they're not so frequent. And your sentence stress, that problem with pronunciation, that would be the main area for you to work on.
how can I improve that? Please.
Um, if you go to the lessons that I shared at the beginning of this live stream, so I had these lessons, complete IELTS speaking guide. You'll find advice on how to do that there. So that's covered in those lessons.
So how many bands may I ask?
Now I
That
couldn't say in such a short time. I couldn't say I'd have to do a full practice IELTS speaking test with you. But having said
Alright.
that, you're definitely close to a 7. An 8 isn't realistic right now, but with improvements in the areas that I mentioned, a band 7 is definitely realistic. Yeah.
Okay. So when I'll be going to have part one and part two test session with you?
With me, I
Yeah.
do a different part of the test each week.
Okay.
So next, what day is it today? Tuesday. Next Tuesday is part 1. The following Tuesday, part 2. The following Tuesday, part 3. So you're welcome to come back. Or like I was saying, I have one-on-one support as well. So if you want to do a full practice IELTS speaking test with me, you'll
Yeah.
find that service right there. Do you have any other
Um,
questions or anything else you want to say at the moment?
yeah, I want to ask a question that is there any definite structure that we can use while answering part one, part three questions, or
So
what we add in our answers so that, or we are fine with any answer, but uh, just we focus on our pronunciation, grammar, that's it, or
no,
we should add some
no, you're
idiom or phrases.
definitely not idioms. No.
No.
You're after asking me about a lot of questions there. So to structure your answer, as long as your answer is relevant, that's fine.
Okay.
But for a lot of students that they can't think of what to say, what we'll say is answer your question, explain it, and give an example like that. So you can follow that structure if you're not comfortable, but what you did was fine. You answered the question, you developed it, you gave more information, you explained your ideas. So what you did was fine. You don't need to worry about following a certain structure. All that IELTS wants is a direct answer and development. Stay on topic. Don't repeat your ideas. Don't go back and start repeating what you already said.
Okay.
What else did you just say? You said something about idioms. Don't use idioms.
Okay.
That's not.
And what about phrasal verbs?
Yep. Phrasal verbs are really, really useful
Can we
because they're
use,
natural.
okay, can we use idioms in part two, that is cue card?
No. So it's not about it's that idioms aren't, we're looking for idiomatic language. So it's more phrasal verbs and things like that. But again, Tripti, so all the questions you're asking are relevant, but what you'll find is that they're all answered in that guide that I shared with you earlier on. So definitely take a look at that guide. And then if you have any questions, you can just ask me in the comments below the guide. But
Yeah,
what the
sure.
questions you're asking right now, they're all covered in that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, yeah, one more question. Will my this video will be broadcasted, or please, I want it to keep private.
This is live.
Please,
So
okay,
yes,
live at this moment it's live, but I don't want it to be used for your promotion or for boosting. Yeah.
this is a live stream, and the recording will be on my YouTube page and Facebook after this.
It will be there for forever, huh? You're not going to.
Forever, I don't know, but for the foreseeable future, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Nice to meet you,
thank
Tripti.
you.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome. Take care of
Yeah.
yourself. Okay. So I have some other comments. Let's have a look here. Hey, Kring. Good to see you. So you want to speak? Yep. So again, you're just looking for this link here, Kring. Link to join me live. Click on that link and you'll be able to jump in here with me. Hey, Chrissy. How can I connect with you? So it seems like you are having trouble. Let me share that link with you again. I'll just label it the exact same as last time. Link to join me live. And now you'll find that as the newest comment, either on YouTube or Facebook. You'll find that there. Amila, is this streaming for a group or single person? Absolutely. Anyone who joins me, you're welcome to click on that link, Amila, and I'll have you in here. Here on Facebook. Yep. So I shared it again, Mohammed. You should be able to find it there. Hey, Jervin. Okay, so I shared that again. Kring, you'll find that there now. Again, so the same link. So it's right here at the bottom. I've labeled it link to join me live. Arzu, I shared it again. Not sure what that's about, but glad you're enjoying it. Rupinder, good evening to you. Welcome to the lesson. Hey, Sarwa, doing good? Yes, so yeah, we'll always publish the lessons, the live streams. Hi, Dr. Zishan. Welcome to the lesson. Good to see you here. Abusale, hello to you. M. Talish, hello. Welcome to the lesson. Okay, so I have some more students here. Kwesi, can you turn on your camera? Zishan, you have your camera on. Let's get you in here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Zishan.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
You too. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Zishan?
Sir, I belong to Pakistan, but right now I'm living in China from the last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just finished my undergraduation in clinical medicine, and I'm
Nice.
doing my own business here. Yeah, import export.
Well done.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I was actually just on the bed. I opened my Facebook and I often follow your page. It's really amazing and useful for us to learn something.
You're looking very fresh for a man who just got out of bed.
Actually, I see you and I feel so excited. I did not expect that I can have a live chat with you. So
Brilliant.
it's really
Well, it's
honor
good to
for
have
me.
you here too.
Thank you so much, sir.
Zishan, what score do you need in speaking?
Sir, actually, I need at least 7 or 7.5, what I am expected for the IELTS speaking. And actually, I have the exam next month in March. I already booked that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get some questions for you.
Sure, sir. I would like to have the answers for you.
Okay.
And sir, one more thing, I would like to ask you that how to access your classes, not only for me, also for the other students. If after this live chat, if you send a link to sign up, because I followed many channels here where we have to pay not too much, a little, but that is very beneficial for us. So the students who are really willing to learn about IELTS, they are really willing to pay, they are keen to pay that much money. It doesn't matter.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah.
I've shared the link earlier. I'll share it again later though. Thanks for that.
Sure, that's great, sir.
Okay, so we're looking at part 3.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your first question. Has education in your country changed in the last 10 years?
Hello, sir, I cannot hear you. Can you please say it again?
Okay, I just muted you because there's an echo. So I'll read the question and then we'll unmute you. Has education in your country changed in the last 10 years?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so, because most of the countries, actually my country Pakistan, if I talk about the Pakistan, that is underdeveloping country, and in the last decade there are many new universities has been opened, as well as there are many colleges in different cities, and especially in the small areas, small cities have been developed recently. And the education is, I think, very easy to get for the students to make make their grades higher than ever before. And the before 10 years, when I came to China, actually it was not that much easy. and most of the students, they have to go abroad to complete their study. Like me, I came here to complete my clinical medicine, MBBS we call it. And but right now I think it's more easier in my country and pay less, and the students, they can get higher education in good institutions, because most of the institutions, they have opened their branches. uh, in the last decade, they were in only the big cities, and most of the students, they have to migrate to the big areas, and everything is much expensive there. But right now they can stay at their home. Like my city, it's called Bahawanagar. That is the part in Punjab, and it's much easier for most of the students who cannot pay much money. And there are many opportunities actually by the government. They are giving the scholarships for the students who got their high grades in the high school. Even though they can also get the stipend each and every month, up to like $100 each month. So it depends, sir. I think it's really improved a lot right now.
Okay.
Yes.
What changes do you
What
think will
changes do
happen
you
in the
think will
future?
happen in the future? Well, sir, that's a great question actually. If we talk about the future, because in the recent years we can never imagine that today we can talk face to face. Even I'm on my bed and you are in your office, and we were very comfortable to talk to each other. Before that we can never imagine. And in the next few years in the future, I think that like new technologies like Meta, which is the most advanced, ultra advanced technology, and which make, I think that I heard that we can feel something, we can touch something. So it's really unbelievable technology what we are gonna use in future, and I really believe that we will have that. Maybe not us, even at least our children can enjoy that advanced technology.
Okay, thanks. So I just muted you again, just to remove the echo. You got a really good, strong grasp of the English language. Very good development on topic. Very natural. Very easy to understand. Um, when you're using the word easy, there are two mistakes that you made, and both of them were with easy. You said it was not that much easy, just it was not that easy. So you're not using much with easy. And then you said it's more easier, but you're not using more with easier, because easier already means more. So for some reason, just the collocations you use with easy, much easy, not that much easy should be not that easy. It's more easier should be it's easier. Um, they're small things, but things to work on. Your V's and your W's, you mix them around. So you say a V when you should say W, and a W when you say V. It's not very severe, and it's really easy to understand you. But it is another area for you to work on. And then, so this is quite rare. Normally, when students have issues, especially like students from your part of the world, is they'll stress too many words, but you're stressing the correct words. You're correcting the, excuse me, stressing the correct number of words, stressing the correct words. But what you're doing is your intonation goes up way too much, and you stretch out the word. So I wrote down, there's this sentence: in the last decade, they were only in the big cities. So you stressed last, only, and big, as you should. In the last decade, they were only in the big cities. But what you do is you go, in the last decade, they were only in the big cities. I'm exaggerating what you do. That's not exactly what you sound like, but that's the problem. Is the intonation, and then you stretch out the vowel. You make the vowel much longer than it needs to be, which is a pretty high level of pronunciation already. That's a that's it's essentially, it's a good problem to have, that you're at that standard. That's a that's a testament to your pronunciation, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, those would be the main things for you to work on. So let me just unmute you and ask me any questions you have about any of that.
Okay. Sir, in the last, I would like to say something more if you give me a chance to talk about
Absolutely.
1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, I think that most of the students, this your channel is very beneficial and very, I think that they can get their desired scores if they follow you, because the way I have been following many actually YouTube channels in the last few days, and I think that you are the one of the best I have seen, really, to be honest. And I think for all the students, it's my message for them, because I never talked to you, to be honest, before. This is my first time, so I would like to say to the other students, this is the best one, and I think that we have to follow you to get our desired scores.
Thanks, Zishan.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So actually, I'm also working in the media in China. I'm doing my own business. I do practice in the hospital, and as well as I work with the media. I live in an island that is called Hainan. If you have a chance to visit Hainan, you are most welcome. And recently, I have been working with the Hainan TV as well.
Wow. A
Yeah.
celebrity.
No, 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 no.
Not yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, lovely
Thank
to
you so
speak
much,
to you,
sir.
Zishan.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Thank
too.
you. That's my honor. And please send a link. How can we connect you, and how we can? I mean to say that how we can learn more. Actually, most of the problem what I'm facing in the reading part. So I really would like to learn with you about and focus on my reading part.
Absolutely. I'll share it later.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much,
Take care,
sir.
Zishan.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So
Bye.
nice to.
Okay, let's just have a quick look there. Amro, hello to you. Oh, I already said hello. What's the weather to me? I have my curtain closed. It's either sunny or rainy. Those are the only two things that happen here. The sound is repeating. Yes, I realize that. Thank you, Ahmad. no, no problem. No problem, Stella. I didn't notice. That's fine. Okay, Rupinder, let's get you in here. Hi, Rupinder. I have you on mute there at the moment. Just one moment. There you go.
Hello,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Excellent. Good. Good, thank you. So, we're on part 3 and we're looking at questions about education. All right. How do the ambitions of current school leavers compare with those of the previous generation?
Um, I think the current scenario is totally different from the previous situation, as these days students believe in more practical things. They want to acquire knowledge which they can use in real life. But if I talk about the previous situation, then I think in those, uh, in that time, most of the people tried to acquire theoretical knowledge. So this is the basic change that I've observed.
And what role do you think extracurricular activities play in education?
In my opinion, extracurricular activities play a very important role, especially in order to improve the character of someone. And if some students are interested, or if they are talented, they can learn the things, or even they can aware about their talent through the curricular activities. Apart from that, these activities can also help in to reduce the stress and make them more relaxed, so they can concentrate better on the more academic subjects.
And what is the role of school in modern society?
uh, Schools play a crucial role in the society, as they build students, teach them, provide knowledge, and build their characters, and prepare them so they can lead the world in a practical way. And they also play a major role because not only in the academic but also they provide some social values.
Okay, how did you feel about that last question?
I mean, about
Okay. So the question was, what role does the school play in modern society? Like, if it wasn't the IELTS test, what would you say about that?
modern society.
Because the thing is, like, you don't always have to have an opinion on something.
Okay.
So, like, would you say that it's got the same role as it always has? Is it different now? Like, don't feel that you have to follow the path that's been laid in front of you. So, what role does it have in modern society? It's like, well, the role it always has, to educate people. Like, don't feel that you can't just say the most obvious or the the typical answers. So that, I think, you made that last question difficult for yourself by trying to come up with kind of unique ideas about what to say. Your answer to the first question was too short. What you said was good, but too short. Question 2, your response was good. And then you used the word, I think, did you say tactical or practical knowledge?
Practical.
Okay, I just misheard that. Okay, well, that was correct. So, and that made sense. That was a good response. What are you working on at the moment, Rupinder?
Grammar and content.
Okay, your grammar's clearing up good. Your grammar's clearing up well. Didn't notice many errors today, so you're definitely making improvements. That's good. Your test is coming up soon, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're making good progress anyway. I think you're in a good position. Do you have any questions for me at the moment, Rupinder?
uh, I have one question. I mean, it's quite difficult to judge only the one part, but I want to ask. I mean, according to your experience, I mean, how much band I can score if I perform in this way?
What score do you need?
At least 6.5.
I think if you could stay performing like you did in those responses, you'd be fine. What I'd worry about is, as the test goes along, it seems like you're not 100% comfortable. Like, you really have to work very hard to think of those ideas. So what I would worry about is, as you go through the full part 1, part 2, part 3, if you start to kind of get exhausted, or your brain just starts to kind of give up, that I don't know if you would keep the same level throughout the whole test. That's the thing that I'd worry about. And it does happen a lot. Like, you see, like, sometimes IELTS candidates get to part 3 and you ask them another question, just like, oh God, please just let me leave. They have that, like, I'm done. That's what I would worry about. Your performance was fine to get that score, but just make sure that you're practicing, like doing full practice tests where you're not just spending 5 minutes speaking, but force yourself to do like 15, 20, 30 minutes so that you can continue at that standard for that long. That would be my advice for you at the moment.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Very welcome. Talk to you next time, Rupinder. Kring, I have a few people here at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to have time to get through any more than the students I have here. I have Kwesi and a student with, I don't know what language that is, but 1, 2, and Mohammed Awad. So I'm going to go through these 3 students. I'm not going to take on anybody else because I won't have time to get through everyone else. Sishan, you're very welcome. Lovely to meet you. Edith. Sir, I've already signed up for your page. Unfortunately, my job timing is slightly difficult. Yeah, no problem. You can watch the recordings as well, Minato. Thanks, Sarwa. What's my favorite dish? I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty simple when it comes to food. Whatever's closest to me when I'm hungry. I have a problem controlling my nerves during face-to-face speaking. I get too nervous to speak and the words start to fade away. Eventually I end up mumbling and a lot of self-correction starts. Yeah, you need more practice. You need more practice. That's just lack of interaction in English. You need to do it more. Yeah, you put yourself out there, start speaking English more often, start speaking to other people in English more often. And then there's the other common things like start reading, writing, listening, doing more in English, interacting more in English, trying to think in English, just getting more comfortable, trying to avoid translating in your head so that you're not trying to use your first language when you're speaking English. All of those things will help. Hey, Sharafat. Hey, Binny. Sign up. Okay. Zishan. I'll do it right now. There we go. The link to sign up is this one here. So free live feedback lessons, one-on-one support, and my courses all available there with that same link. Thank you, Zishan, for the plug. My country. My country's my favorite. Okay. So Mohammed, you have your camera. Mohammed Awad, let's get you in here. And hello to you.
How are you,
How are you?
saying?
Very well, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Do I call you Mohammed or Awad?
I am good with Mohammed. No problem.
Okay, perfect. Okay, where are you from, Mohammed?
I am from Egypt.
Very good. And what score do you need in
I
speaking?
need the minimum 7.
Minimum 7. Okay. So let me pull up some questions for you. I'm going to ask you about work.
Okay.
Is job satisfaction or salary more important to most people when choosing a job?
Well, in my opinion, yes, of course. Satisfaction is really important thing to do better in your job and to make your effort and to proceed in your job and in your career. You must be satisfied that psychologically and biologically will let you to be creative and innovative in your job, of course.
And what skills do you think are most needed to get a good job these days?
Well, to be a cooperative and team worker, uh, to do these things, that's the main points. Um, every company will seek for you, and every company will search to hire you. Um, to be a team worker, it has a great advantage to rise your effort and the group, or the effort of the group also. This to be also is a basis to be friendly to people and friendly to your colleagues and peers in your workplace.
Okay. So something that you can improve relatively quickly is the content of your answers, because the way you're answering, you're making it quite complicated. Your answers are quite complex, as in the content of your answers. So I think you could keep it a bit more easy, make it a bit more easy for yourself. So for example, like, is job satisfaction or salary more important? You say, but job satisfaction, because you have to do it for so long, 8 hours every day, 5 days a week. It's important that you don't hate your job, because you'll develop whatever, you'll be unhappy, or you'll develop some bad mental health or whatever it would be. But just keep it more simple like that. instead of trying to have many kind of complex parts to your answer. So it's a complicated answer isn't going to help you get a higher score. Just try to keep it a bit more simple.
Okay.
Besides that, the other thing I'd like you to work on is your fluency, because there are a lot of pauses in your answers, and that just
And
comes from
hesitation.
practice. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. That would be the main thing to work on besides the content of your answers, and that will take more time. And again, that's just about practicing speaking in English more often. But yeah, for now, those would be the things for you to work on. Okay, so it seems Mohammed's screen or internet is frozen there. Oh, you're back. Hey, Mohammed. So,
Sorry.
did you have any questions for me about any of that?
Um, how to um, how to improve my fluency? Only by practice?
You just need to speak more often and like get more comfortable with all aspects of English. So even like listening to English, basically surround yourself in English. So having more
Exactly.
exposure to English will help. Trying to think in English, reading, writing, listening, speaking in English. The more often you are interacting in English or interacting with the English language, that will help you to start to think more quickly in English, and that will help you.
That may this is my first try in the test. How band score can I get? How much?
What's you wouldn't be close to a band 7 yet. You'll need
Okay.
to do you'll need to do quite a bit of improvement. But starting with fluency would make the most sense for now.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Nice to meet you, Mohammed. Take care of yourself. Okay, so Kwesi, could I get you to turn on your camera? And Mohammadi, let's get you in here. Hello to you, sir.
Hello,
How do you say your name?
how are you?
Good, thank you. How do you pronounce your name?
Can you repeat the question?
How do you pronounce your name?
Muhammadi. You
Okay,
call Mustafa me.
okay, thank you. What score do you need in the speaking test? I think you're having an internet connection issue there at the moment. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so it seems to be an internet issue. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at the comments. Sishan, you're very welcome. Ahmad, very welcome. Hey, Arohose, good to see you here. Okay, so I have nobody else with me here at the moment. So I guess we'll finish up early. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Quissy and we have one more. We have Mark in here with me. So let's do Mark and then we'll finish up for today. Hi, Dula. So we won't have time to practice right now, but as well, you're welcome to use the one-on-one service. You'll find with that link there. What's special in my country? The people. People are nice. I don't know. Put me on the spot. I don't know. I think mainly the people. It's a nice place to grow up. The people are nice. The countryside is nice. Okay, Mark, let's get you in here. Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Where are you from, Mark?
My name is actually Frank. Frank, not Mark.
Okay.
I think that's wrong. Yeah, sorry, I'm from China.
Good. What score do you need, Frank?
I'm aiming for 9, band 9.
Why do you need a band 9?
Just my personal preference, personal goal.
Are you going to use your IELTS certificate for any purpose?
No.
Just for fun?
No, not just for fun, for career actually. So yeah.
Band 9 is tough to get. Have you booked your test yet?
Pardon? I can't hear you. I lost you.
Have you booked your test yet?
No. I haven't booked my test yet. I think I'm gonna take it probably in a couple of months.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
You're
done it
frozen.
before?
So,
Have you done the IELTS test before?
yeah. Actually, do you know Sam? Actually, Sam.
Sam Poole.
told me- Yeah, Sam. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you you were his colleague, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
That's right. Yeah.
And yeah, he just sent an email and he told me about you, and then I just Googled you, and then I found your YouTube channel. Then
Very
I
good.
kind of watched some of your videos, and yeah, they're pretty good. And
Great.
I think
Thank you.
yeah,
What score did you get the last time you did the speaking test, Frank?
8.5 last time.
What score?
8.5.
Great. That's
Mhm.
impressive in itself. All right. So let's have a few questions for you here, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Why do some people prefer to travel abroad rather than in their own country?
Well, there are quite a few reasons. I guess the biggest reason is that they want to do something different. So when they travel to a foreign country, they can see a lot of things that they can't see in the home country, the homeland, right? Another thing is that traveling abroad is kind of exhilarating. They can meet a lot of new people from different backgrounds, different cultures. So it can be a once in a lifetime experience. Last but not least, I think traveling abroad is getting easier and easier nowadays. So, more and more people can afford traveling in a different country. For example, in China, we have a lot of local people from my hometown. They like to travel to some Asian countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and they can do all sorts of things in those places. So yeah, that's why people like to travel to foreign country.
Good. I mean, you can speak English. There's no doubt about that. I can see why you got an 8.5. Your issue is coming from your intonation. Your
Uh,
intonation is too exaggerated. So, like for example, I'd say you can meet a lot of new people, but you're saying you can meet a lot of new people. So the intonation is in the correct place, at the correct place, in the right direction, but just a little bit too exaggerated. That's the only fault that I would say with all of your speaking. Just a slight exaggeration. Your intonation is too strong. Besides, and that's not just sometimes, but pretty much every sentence that your intonation is too strong. So I'd say, if anything, if you're working towards getting a band 9, that there is the one and only fault that I found. Well, the main fault. You said last but not least. That's more like something we'd say in a presentation.
Yeah, I think.
And with the style, like your style of speaking is very natural, very informal. Like like it, you speak the way like a native English speaker would speak, and that's why I point out that last but not least, that does not belong in the style of English that you use. So that just stood out as that didn't belong there. It was used correctly, accurately, grammatically correct. I mean, the meaning was correct, but just that style, it'd be like it doesn't belong in the kind of natural way of speaking that you have. So I don't know if that's good news or bad news for you, but it will at least give you a goal towards, you're aiming for a 9, and maybe you didn't understand why you got an 8.5, but the intonation is really the only thing I could see that would be holding you back.
Cool. Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah, thank you too. Lovely to speak with you. Do you have any other questions for me, or is there anything else I can do for you at the moment?
Well, getting an eye is kind of challenging. Well, I will try.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But best of luck with that, and come back. It'd be lovely to speak with you again.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself,
Thank you.
Frank. Bye-bye.
Have-
Okay, so let's just look through the rest of the comments and we'll finish up here. Okay, Aram. Hi, sir. If I have a request, if you're okay with it, can you tell us the nearest score the examiners are close to? Sorry, Aram, I'm not sure what that means. The nearest score the examiners are... No, sorry, I don't get that. Or Jose, I am in Vietnam, from Ireland. Moving back to Ireland soon, actually. Yeah, be lovely to meet you someday too, for sure. Mohammadi, absolutely no problem. I could see it was an internet issue for sure. Talish, what special view or site you like to visit in your country? I like nature. Nature, anything unique. Mountains, caves, seasides, cliffs, anything like that. Yeah, I like to get into the countryside. That's my thing. But same when I visit anywhere, it's always getting into nature, getting off the beaten track, seeing the countryside. Probably because I've lived in a big city for so long. I grew up in the countryside and I didn't really care all that much about it. But I think from living in the city for too long, I do like to get out of it. I do like to get into some nice countryside. Okay, so that is all we have time for today. If, like I say this at the end of every live stream, if you have any friends, family members, colleagues, and if you're in any IELTS groups of any type, make sure to share complete test success with them. Spread the word. I'm helping IELTS students get their scores, so it would be great to have more students coming my way. Jervin, you're very welcome. And everyone else, take care of yourselves. I will see you. Oh, tomorrow is the essay correction competition. So check out my post from Sunday if you want to get involved in that. My lucky draw for a practice IELTS speaking test. Check out my post from Sunday if you want to get involved in that. I'll have a live stream doing the essay correction tomorrow. I'll pull out the winner of the speaking test then. And I have a live feedback lesson on Zoom later tomorrow for academic task 1. So I'll very likely see you all in one of those. And if not, take care of yourselves till the next time I see you. Take care, Mohammadi. Thanks, Talish. Okay, bye-bye, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.